back at it again, and my goodness, do I have some great news for you guys today. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's dive in.
Well, the best way for us to address it is to go in and remove some of the funding that they previously received. They haven't used that money, and they want to use it to audit more people, just as you said. But not only that, they're falling behind on the transition to better systems, computer systems and technology. But they're not answering letters. They're not processing things. So for us to get at it, we need to use the number one check on them that we have, and that's the pocketbook. We still have a few appropriations bills to get done over the next week or so. That's what I think is the way we address them. Start taking away the funding. We said we were going to do it. We haven't delivered on that yet, and that's the way we get it. Well, the best.
So yeah, what you just heard there is Mike Johnson's plan to send money to Israel. So the current Republican plan, it's just been published. The plan is to send $14 billion to Israel to help support them in their effort to defend themselves, right? Well, I'm sure you're asking, oh my goodness, where's this money coming from? Well, I think Mike Johnson came up with a great plan.
Well, I think it's a really great first effort. Let's remember how this all started. Hamas, unprovoked, attacked Israel a few weeks ago, and Israel is responding. Israel is our nation's greatest and strongest ally, and they're asking for our help, but we understand that we're badly in debt. So we want to help Israel, and we all do. I think most Republicans and Democrats absolutely want to do that. But we also have to acknowledge our own financial crisis here in America. The Speaker has rightfully picked a place where we don't need to be spending money. No one in America says you can fix all America's problems or Israel's problems if we just hire more IRS agents. So he's going to make the Senate Democrats and Republicans, and some Republicans in the House, and of course House Democrats, choose between the IRS or supporting our greatest ally against an unprovoked terror attack on their soil. I think it's an easy choice, quite honestly.
All right, so let's go.
Yeah, you heard that right. The $14 billion that is going to go to Israel is coming from IRS spending. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They are cutting some funding to the IRS in order to fund Israel to the tune of $14 billion. And of course, Democrats are going to yell, kick, and scream. And here's Katie Porter with what she had to say. Katie Porter is, by the way, a Democrat, for those of you who don't know who Katie Porter is. Check it out.
Opportunistic politicians haven't succeeded in totally killing the IRS by 1,000 cuts. But the cuts have gotten deep, and the agency is badly wounded.
Good.
Who suffers from all this? We do.
Nope.
We all suffer.
No, we don't.
When we need help with our taxes and no one is available at the IRS to pick up the phone, blame a politician who slashed the IRS budget.
Nah, how about you just stop taxing us, period? And I will say this. Let me get this out. The IRS agents, I do feel bad for them. I really do. And I think there needs to be an off-ramp of some sort for some of these individuals, right? Because a lot of them, they're just like you and I. They just want to feed their family. They're just doing a job. They're just doing a service, okay? It's not really their fault necessarily. I just don't like when, just simple workers get backlash for just doing their job. They just want to put food on the table. So make no mistake about it. I do feel bad for some of these guys and gals. I really do. So I hope and pray that, they're able to find, some stable income to continue to provide for their families. I don't wish, them falling upon hard times at all. Right. But the IRS itself, the workers, go get your money. OK, but, yeah, that's how I feel about it. How do y'all feel? Let me know. But let's get back to Katie.
When we want the IRS to make tax filing easier or work harder to make our information more secure, but the IRS can't invest in technology with adequate cybersecurity, blame a politician who slashed the IRS. When we pay our fair share of taxes and just want the IRS to make sure billionaires do the same, but they don't have the staff or the resources to do it, blame a politician who slashed the IRS. Our current House Republican majority has too many of these politicians who love to slash government institutions to their breaking points. As we sit in yet another Republican-led hearing to attack the IRS instead of making it work better, other Republicans are off slashing our entire Congress at the same time. They've stopped Congress from doing its work because they haven't been able to elect a Speaker of the House, so we can't pass any legislation. The most opportunistic Republicans have spent so long attacking our government that now Republicans don't even trust each other.
Of course, they're gonna kick you out. Screw. Well, gee, when the IRS can't answer the phones, blame that on politicians. Well, why don't you just get rid of the IRS? Stop taxing us, right? Because you're not managing our money great anyway. If we as Americans, just regular citizens, you and I, right? If we managed our money the same way the government manages our money, how much in debt would we be? We'd be in, $500 million worth of debt. We'd be in $500 million of debt as an individual citizen if we managed our money the same way the government manages our money. And I mean, let's think about this here. They take all of this money from us and still don't have enough money to fund things. So they borrow from future money and just print. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Stop taxing us. It's just crazy because they tax us all of this money. Oh, well, we don't have enough, guys, because we got to fund this over here and this over here and that over there. We've given you money. That's all you get. Stop printing the money, okay? Stop borrowing from future money. Spend what it is that you have, and once it's gone, it's gone. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. And I'm honestly really annoyed. Excuse my language, but I'm really annoyed because I get tired of watching them just blow through dollars like it's nothing. Can I do that? Can I just like print some dollars too? I mean, they can. I'm just saying. Like this stuff is insanity, man. It's gotten crazy. And then they want to yell and scream, well, you got to tax the rich. You got to tax the rich. We must tax the rich. Republicans don't want to tax the rich. Well, check this out. Yeah. Your eyes do not deceive you. That is Letitia James, who's suing Donald Trump in New York. She's on a salary of $103,000. Her net worth is $15 million. How is that possible? Other income. What is that? What is that? I'm just curious. Since we're investigating Trump all over the place, why aren't we looking into this kind of stuff? Why aren't we looking into the net worth of Nancy Pelosi? Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm getting ahead of myself. I apologize. How dare a peasant, an imbecile like myself, question the elites of this country? How dare myself? I am sorry. Fuck out of here. Look at this BS, man. Look at this. You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Now, listen, maybe she came upon that money legitimately. I don't know. But maybe we should know, right? Because we had to know where Trump was getting his money. We had to know where Trump's money was coming from and how much he was paying in taxes. We had to know. So let's look into everybody else too. Every single one of them. Let's look into them. Let's do it. Of course not. Of course not. You know, and yes, you're going to have more Democrats who are going to come out, kick, yell, and scream, oh, they're trying to defund the IRS so that the rich folks can not pay any taxes. They think we're stupid. They think we're stupid. So literally, they talk about themselves. Nancy Pelosi is rich. Joe Biden is rich. Mitch McConnell is rich. Kevin McCarthy is rich. They're all rich. I mean, you look at government, and you know one thing that they all have in common? They're all rich. Every single one of them. They're all rich. Now, some of them, you know, came upon the money legitimately. They had it before they, you know, got to office. But a lot of them, we know what happened. We know exactly what happened. Right? And they're going to lecture us about taxing the rich. Goodness gracious. Bro, don't let me get in front of somebody like Nancy Pelosi. Ooh, boy, I got a lot to say. I'm going to start the chant of pay your fair share. Yeah. Since Democrats like to chant pay your fair share, why doesn't Nancy Pelosi pay her fair share? Goodness gracious, this is absolutely ridiculous. But how do you guys feel about Mike Johnson and his start to being the Speaker of the House? I think this is off to a fantastic start because it's gonna expose a lot of folks, even more folks that were already exposed, and we haven't forgotten all of the individuals who voted no to Jim Jordan, who refused to side with Matt Gaetz, who was with the people of this country, the Republican people of the voters of this country. We haven't forgotten about those individuals. And I've already heard that Kevin McCarthy is in some trouble. Oh boy. Might be bringing that story to you guys here soon. But y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment. Hit that subscribe button before you go. Do you agree with Mike Johnson or not? I'm out.